What is good, y'all? It's Nick from Preme Sports, and today I'm joined by former TCU and UTSA linebacker Shad Banks Jr. He's coming off a stellar 2025 season where he recorded 94 total tackles, 7.5 tackles for a loss, three interceptions, three fumble recoveries, two sacks, and a forced fumble. He had a stellar East-West Shrine Bowl performance and is drawing interest from a lot of teams, and we're excited to talk to him as he gets ready for the 2026 NFL Draft. What's up, my man? Pleasure to have you here.
What's up, man? Appreciate you having me, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, with the first part of the Q&A, just want to talk a little bit about your background and your, personal journey through football and everything like that. First of all, how is life going for you lately now that your college career has come to a complete end?
Uh, man, just work and just trying to just grinding, trying to get to, you know, trying to get there.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a former junior Olympic USA triple jump champion. How has that track and field background influenced your football career, especially in terms of explosiveness and athleticism?
Yeah, so I started playing football when I was like 4, so I was always playing football. I can't remember when I wasn't. So,
Yeah.
but I remember I started running track when I was like 9 years old, and the team I ran for, our coach just made everybody do like all the jumps and stuff. So that's just like something I had to do. I mean, and then over the years, I just naturally just got faster because I was always like bigger. I wasn't like small, but over the years, I just naturally got faster from running for so long and just working. I didn't have a lot of people on my team, especially my age, so I was really just running by myself most of the time. So, but yeah, I think track helped me for sure. I mean, got me a lot more explosive, uh, especially with doing all the jumps. I won the triple jump in middle school, so back to back in middle school. And
Got to show, got to show
I,
that off. Yeah.
yeah, I taught myself how to do it too. Yeah, I went back to back, and then I mean after that, I pretty much stopped running like summer track and just started running for the school. Uh, I mean, yeah, I jump. I did. Then I just started doing long jump, so I did some 200 meter. But after sophomore year, I didn't run. So, but yeah, track running. I mean, running track my whole life for sure got me, you know, fast and explosive. And I think it like really helped me when I'm hitting someone and going sideline to sideline, making plays. So yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, you see a lot of football players. I know you were a wide receiver at one point as well. You see a lot of that, track and football go hand in hand. So it's definitely a great skill for sure. And now, if I'm not mistaken, you switched from wide receiver to linebacker around 2021, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Now, what prompted that transition, and what were the biggest challenges and rewards in making that change?
yeah. So I mean, I guess like growing up, I never really had a position, but high school, I just like played receiver because I was just like I mean good at it. So I mean, once I got to college, I realized like the receiver in high school and college is completely different.
It's a different, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so like Uh, yeah, high school I was running a lot of tunnel screens and like, post and go routes. Once I got to college, I had to start running like actual routes, like comebacks and curls and all this other
You had
stuff.
to,
So
you had to learn the whole, the route
yeah,
tree and everything. Yeah.
so like, I realized I was like, yeah, this playing a receiver not for me. So I changed. Oh, I asked to change. Uh, everybody they wanted me to stay on offense, so that's how I ended up at TCU.
Yep, yep.
Because they was like one of the only schools that let me play linebacker. So
And you're from Texas as well, so you got to stay, in the area a little bit, right?
yeah, I mean, I went to 3 different Texas schools. That's just how it played out. I didn't like try to stay in Texas. It's just
It just worked out, yeah.
yeah. So
But no, it's definitely a really interesting change, and it's only been a couple of years, so it's actually really really cool to see you, adapt so well to it.
yeah, I think the hardest thing was just like being more like vocal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like because at receiver I didn't really have to say too much. Maybe if like someone trying to blitz, but like that's it. Like it wasn't really nothing. and then just like using my hands a lot, like being violent with old linemen. It's just
Hmm.
like it's hard on your hands and shoulders and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it was just them two things was kind of challenging, but I mean now it's just natural.
Nice, nice. The next question I got for you. So, you've dealt with like multiple coaching changes throughout your career, a lot of instability, but how did that affect your development and how were you able to quickly adapt between, different systems constantly?
Yeah, I mean the younger me would say like something like it ruined me in my career stuff like
Yeah,
that. But I mean me now I like looking back on it. I mean it really helped me grow. I
yeah,
mean, learning from a lot of different, a whole bunch of different great coaches, and like they the way they look at stuff and the way that like how they coach and stuff like that. So I got to learn from a whole bunch of different people, and just learning a whole bunch of different positions and defenses. It just helped. I mean, made me learn to adapt quick, and in the league, that's something that you're gonna need for sure. So I'm grateful for all that and all the coaches
it's
that
one of
I had.
those blessings in disguise almost.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, in 2023, you played through two torn labrums and injuries limited you for that 2024 season. How can you describe, or excuse me, can you describe how those setbacks and how you managed them mentally and physically? And what steps have you taken to, ensure your long-term health and everything?
Yeah, I mean, ever since that happened, I just been doing like PT. So I mean, still now, I still do stuff like before and after workouts just to make sure my shoulders stay strong and
Nice.
the flex. I mean, the mobility's still there. And I mean, yeah, I mean, everybody go through injuries. It's a part of the game. I mean, it's gonna be a setback, and then, I mean, it's okay to be like upset or something about it, but at the end of the day, you still gonna have to. If you really love it, you're gonna have to go back to work, and so I mean, I'm I mean, I'm blessed for I mean, I'm grateful for everything. I mean, I still got to get my degree,
Nice, nice.
uh, and got to play another year of ball. So I mean, it all worked out. So
Some teammates have called you a leader in the locker room, and that's something that's really stood out for me. How do you plan to carry that same leadership approach into the NFL?
yeah, I mean, in order to be a great leader, you got to be a great follower. So I mean, I mean, I think it's really important to learn from vets and see how different vets lead, and just go with the one that you feel like is right for you.
Yeah,
And I mean, you could do. I mean, it's people that lead by example and don't talk at all. It's people that do both. I mean, talk and lead by example. So, I mean, when I was at UTSA, I mean, the type of leader that I think is like the perfect one is like someone who lead by example, but also gonna get to know his teammates before he try to lead them. Like before he
yeah,
try to
yeah,
tell them to do something or something like that. And some people you got to yell at, some people you don't. But in the league, like we all grown men, like it
yeah.
shouldn't be anybody that you have to yell at. So
Now, scouts have praised your football IQ. How do you prepare to recognize those plays and react so quickly?
I think I do a good job just reading people body language. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a lot of like tips and tendencies that people give off on the field. They get harder and harder, like the better and better someone is. So,
yeah, yeah,
but it's still like little things that people give off, like later on in the game, or something that they do later on in the game that they wasn't doing like earlier on. So, I mean, and then another thing is, I mean, I play offense and I played it. You know, I went to college. I went to a Division 1 SEC school for it.
yeah,
So I know like route concepts and I understand like route concepts. So and I'm able to like recognize them so like fast. And it's the same thing with like running the ball. Like I play running back too. So I know I know that too. So
yeah.
did a little bit of tight end. So I mean, I think it just helped me like since I played on the offensive side of the ball, like I can recognize things like a lot easier and quicker.
Yep. No, that makes perfect sense. And now you're described as a freak athlete with great speed, great closing burst, and strong coverage skills. How do you leverage those traits in blitzing situations or when you're shooting the gap?
The way I look at it when going against the O lineman is like I'm fast and you're not. I mean, yes,
I'm gonna put you
like
on your ass. Yeah.
so I just just play it like I try to switch it up, so like keep them guessing. Yeah, man, I just play fast and like use my instincts to just
Take
make
advantage. Yeah.
plays. Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I went back and I watched a couple of your interviews over the last couple of days since we set up this. And one thing that really stood out to me is you've repeatedly said that you're focused on winning. Like that's what comes first. If I'm not mistaken, I think you said you've only lost 3 games in high school throughout your entire high school career. Uh, Now, looking ahead to the NFL, where egos, contracts, personal accolades can sometimes pull in different directions, how do you plan on keeping that winning first mentality as you get to the next level?
I mean, I just got to think back of the reason why I fell in love with it. I mean, I didn't fall in love with the game because I was losing. I mean, it's not fun when you losing. So
Yeah.
like, I can be super rich, but like not having fun, or I can
Yep.
be still rich and having a blast. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just the way I look at it. Like happiness is over. Like it's top. So
That's the main thing. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Now, you stood out at the Shrine Bowl. You know, people were raving about you on social media. What were the key takeaways from that experience coming in as a late addition?
Uh, I just like to play the game the right way. I mean, I feel like every down, like not promise. I mean, it's get to, got to, you get to play the game. So, I just owed it to myself to just go and play as hard as I could and, do what I do best. So that's all it was to it.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. Nothing in this, this game is guaranteed. So you got to play every down like it's your last.
Sure.
Now, you've met with a handful of teams. Can you share those conversations, what they were like? And can you give us an exact, specific list of the teams that you have met with?
It's like at least half.
Have to, yeah, I saw it was like a bunch, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Yeah,
the
but I
Bears, the
remember the teams
Falcons.
I remember the teams that I met with multiple times. So
Yeah, do you mind giving us those?
yeah, it was the Falcons,
Nice, nice.
the Commanders, the Bears, and the Lions.
Ooh, great teams. Love to
Yeah,
hear that.
those teams. Yeah,
Now, with your frame, you're not like the biggest linebacker prospect, but that's never held you back. Like you said, you're very explosive. How would you address those concerns, and how do you plan on compensating in matchups against bigger opponents?
I mean, it's just dog mentality, man. Like when
Yep,
you a
yep,
dog, it don't matter. Like my boy Upton Stout. Like, come
yep,
on
yep.
now, came from the same high school. Like, I played against him every day. Like,
Love
it's
it.
just
Yeah,
like
yep,
it's just how we raised. It's like so none of that really matter. If you can ball, you can ball. So
yep.
that's just how I look
Exactly,
at it.
exactly. Now, last question I got for you today is: what are your plans for the draft? Are you going to hang out with your family? What you got going on, man?
Yeah, for sure. Just gonna be with the fam, some friends. You know, nothing
Keep it,
too
yeah, keep the circle closed, and celebrate come April. Yeah,
same
appreciate.
people.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it so much, giving us the chance to interview you.